just starting up at the front of the mat. Your big toes can be touching, or your feet can be up to 2 inches apart, or as far apart as you need to for your legs to feel like they have room. Okay, so I like to have my big toes touching. Lift the toes, spread them apart, grip them down, and make sure that you're not leaning forward. So bring your weight back a little bit, and as you do that, you'll feel your tailbone naturally lengthen down and your pelvis come into neutral. Lift your rib cage, relax the shoulders, chin parallel to the ground, and just breathe here in Tadasana. This is our anatomical neutral pose. That's why I like to have the palms facing the body. Start really connecting to your breath here. As you inhale, expand the ribs in every direction. And as you exhale, ground down into all 4 corners of the feet. As you inhale, expand. And as you exhale, ground down into all 4 corners of the feet. Now start to link your affirmation with your breath. So I am open to, or I trust the path, whatever resonates with you. Just really getting grounded and centered. Letting go of anything that's already been on your mind today. Feel free to start incorporating your Ujjayi breath if you're familiar with that. If not, that's all right. Either way, we're going to see if we can start to breathe into the count of 4 and out to the count of 4. We will be doing a lot of flowing today. This is a wake up and flow class where we're allowing ourselves to be open to trusting our path. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. Let the arms come out to the sides. You don't need to touch the ground. Just hang. Knees can be bent slightly. Hands to your shins or on the floor. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Now we're going to exhale. Step back with your right foot. Okay? So holding here. Taking a breath. Bring your right knee down to the ground. And then inhale. Reach your arms up overhead. Anjaneyasana. Exhale, bring both hands down on either side of the left foot. Step back to your downward facing dog. Stay there or move with me through a vinyasa. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, lower with or without the knees. Elbows in, chest lands first. Uncurl the toes, push into the hands. Inhale, lift the chest, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, lower down, curl the toes under, draw the shoulders away from the mat. Try to lift the belly first. As you inhale, push up to your knees. And then exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Just taking some deep breaths here, really pushing into the knuckles, rolling your shoulders away from each other as you roll the forearms in, keeping the knuckles heavy. Good. Bend your knees, inhale, look forward. At the end of the exhale, right foot through low lunge in between the hands, however you can get it there. Left knee down. Rise up as you inhale, wrap the shoulders, look up if that feels good. Exhale, both hands down on either side of the right foot, lift the back knee. Inhale, step forward right into your monkey pose, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold over the legs. Push into the feet, look out in front of you. Inhale, rise up, palms touch overhead. Exhale, hands down to the heart. Take a breath. Good. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach up, similar, do something similar. Exhale, fold arms out to the sides. Hands can come to the shins or be on the floor. Inhale, flat back, monkey pose. Exhale, let's step back with the left foot first this time. Now keep the back knee lifted and breathe here. Scooch the left foot back so that the heel's right above the toes. Breathe. Stay there or inhale, reach your arms up overhead, crescent warrior. Palms touch. Exhale, downward facing dog, full stretch. Inhale, come forward to your plank, shoulders past the wrists. Exhale, lower with or without the knees, chest lands first, elbows in. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, lower down. Curl the toes under. Inhale, push up in a straight line. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Good, bend the knees. Inhale, look forward at the end of the exhale. Left foot through, low lunge, however you can get it there. Okay, scooch the right foot back so that the right heel's right above the toes. Good, stay there or inhale, reach your arms up, palms touch overhead, crescent warrior. Exhale, hands down on either side of the left foot. Inhale, step forward, monkey pose. Exhale, fold over the legs. Push into the feet, look out in front of you. Inhale, rise up, palms touch overhead. Exhale, hands down to the heart. Breathe here, find your gazing point. Good. So from here, inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. Exhale, lean over to your left. Inhale, rise up, switch wrists. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale, rise up, reach both hands straight up. Exhale, sit back into your chair. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, monkey pose. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, rise all the way up. Circle the arms out to the sides overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's do that little flow again. Inhale, arms up, grab your right wrist. Exhale, lean over to the left, hips to the right. Inhale up, switch wrists. Exhale, other side. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, sit back into your chair. Push your knees back so you can see your ankles. Utkatasana. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. Straighten the legs to where you can today. Inhale, come halfway up to your flat back monkey pose. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, rise all the way up, leading with the back of the head. Palms touch overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful. Let's take a couple breaths here. Grounding down into all four corners of the feet. Little smile to release some dopamine, the happy chemical. Might as well do it while we're here on our mat. Anytime it would feel good for you, it resonates with you, take a cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just letting go of anything that's holding you back from trusting your path, right? From having that faith. Very good. All right, so we're going to move into a couple sun salutation A to really start building some heat. Arms are by your sides. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold arms out to the sides. Let your arms and head hang. Inhale, come halfway up to your monkey pose, wherever you need to go to get a flat back. Exhale, step back to your plank, top of a push-up. Good. Inhale, push forward here, shoulders past the wrists. Exhale, lower with or without the knees, elbows in. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, lift up into a back bend, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, lower down, curl the toes under. Inhale, push straight to your plank or modified plank. Try to lift the belly first. And then exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. So holding here. Again, rolling the shoulders away from each other like you're trying to close the armpits, okay? And then rolling the forearms in. So the hands are kind of going in two different directions. Feel free to keep the knees bent so that you can really push into the knuckles and be in a straight line from the wrists all the way up to the hips. Take a break whenever you like. Good. From here, walk the feet in a couple inches. Big toes can touch. Bend your knees. Inhale, look forward. At the end of the exhale, walk or lightly hop to the front of the mat, coming back into your mountain pose feet. Inhale, come halfway up, monkey pose. Exhale, fold over the legs. Push into the feet, look out in front of you. Inhale, rise up, palms touch overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good. Take a cleansing breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's do one more like that. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold. You don't have to touch the ground, just hang. Inhale, halfway up to your flat back, monkey pose. Exhale, try to step back with your opposite foot, if you could remember which one that is, plank. Inhale, push forward. Now exhale, you can lower without the knees, but again, chest still lands first, so be true to yourself. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, lift your chest, back bend. I like to exhale, lower back down so that we can build a little bit more strength. Curl the toes under, lift the belly first. Inhale, push up to plank or modified plank. Exhale, hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Holding here. Breathe. Good. So again, really focusing on rolling the shoulders away from each other. Okay, like you're trying to close the armpits and then roll the forearms in. Breathe. Nice deep breaths. In for 4 and out for 4. Awesome. Walk the feet in a couple inches, big toes touch, bend your knees. Inhale, look forward. At the end of the exhale, walk or lightly hop to the front of the mat, coming right into your monkey pose. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, fold over your legs. Push into the feet, look out in front of you. Inhale, rise up, palms touch overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Breathe. Good. Bring your arms by your sides. Come back to your affirmation. I trust my path. All right. So we're really getting the heart rate up, and so in between these things that are really getting our heart rate up, I like to just slow it down, get grounded again, all right, because we want to make sure that we're going through the rest of our day with intention and from a grounded place. So from here, we're going to work on a little bit of balance. So balance can make you feel ungrounded, but can also really help you to stabilize and therefore get more grounded, right? So arms by your sides. For this one, bring your feet about 2-3 inches apart, okay? We're gonna do some balancing, like I said. So as you inhale, start to reach your arms up overhead, lift your heels at the same rate. At the top of the inhale, you're all the way up. And then as you exhale, slowly lower down. At the bottom of the exhale, you're planted back down, all right? So inhale, reach up. We're inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 4. This is how we keep moving through Vinyasa, keep going, and how we also connect to each other through time and space by connecting to this rhythm of breathing. Inhale for 4 and exhale for 4. Let's do one more. Good. And then just take a couple breaths here in your mountain pose, really focusing on pushing down and through all 4 corners of the feet. Breathe. Very good. All right, let's flow a little bit more. Come back into your mountain pose feet. So that could be big toes touching, could be the bones right at the base of the big toes touching, wherever it feels good for you, or feet can be about 1 inch or 2 apart. Ground down as you exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. Let the arms and head hang. Inhale, come halfway up, monkey pose. Exhale, step back into your plank. If you're kind of over the vinyasas, go ahead and skip it. Otherwise, inhale, push forward. Exhale, lower with or without the knees. Chest lands first, elbows in. Let's build that strength. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, cobra pose, back bend. Exhale, lower back down because it's going to build you a lot more strength, I promise. Curl the toes under, lift the belly first. Inhale, push up to your plank or modified plank. Exhale, hips up and back. And I understand if that's really, really hard and not possible yet, that's okay. Take a couple breaths here in your downward facing dog. Make sure your knuckles are really pushing down into the mat so you're dispersing the weight so that not all of the weight is in the wrists. From here, bend the knees, big toes touch. Inhale, bring your right leg up and back if that feels good for you. Exhale, bring your knee towards your nose as you round your back. Somehow place that right foot in between the hands. Flatten the back foot, okay? And then windmill the arms up, coming into a Veerabhadrasana 2. I'll turn this way so that I'm mirroring you. Okay, so the right heel's in line with the arch of the back foot. Turn the back toes in slightly, level out the pelvis, lift the rib cage, arms up, relax the shoulders, gaze out through the right middle finger, and breathe here. Cleansing breaths are fine. Come back to your affirmation. I trust my path. Good. Inhale, straighten the right leg, but don't squeeze it, or don't straighten it, don't lock it. So squeeze the quad. Exhale, reach forward. Okay, bring your right hand to the right shin, left hand to your hip. Twist the belly button open so that both shoulders are directly over the bottom leg. Neck's in line with the spine so the head isn't dropping or lifted. If you want to engage the core a little bit more, bring the right hand inside of the calf. Okay, so instead of putting weight on the shin, we're just kind of letting it hang there. If this feels good, top arm can float up. So you can go as far down with the right hand as you can if you can keep both shoulders directly over the bottom leg without coming in. Okay, ground down into the base of the front big toe. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, let's do side stretch. Left hand to the left leg, right arm up and overhead. Inhale, come back to your warrior two, bend your right knee. Exhale, windmill, both hands down on either side of the right foot, downward facing dog. Stay there, take a resting pose or vinyasa. Okay, so I'll talk you through the vinyasa if you want to do it. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, lower with or without the knees, elbows in, chest lands first, uncurl the toes. Inhale, big heart opener, back bend. Exhale, lower down, curl the toes under. Come on, lift the belly first. You can do it. Inhale, push up. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Big toes touch. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, round the back, knee towards the nose. Place the foot in between the hands somehow. Flatten the back foot. Windmill the arms up. Veerabhadrasana to other side. Breathe here. Okay, so your left foot is in front. Left heel in line with the arch of the back foot, level out the pelvis. Knee stays right on top of the ankle. Don't let it turn in. I know it wants to. Relax the shoulders and gaze out through the left middle finger. Breathe here. If you're working on your Sanskrit, practice it. Say your Sanskrit after me. Veerabhadrasana. Veerabhadrasana 2. That's easy. That's English. Veerabhadrasana 2. Inhale, straighten the left leg, but don't lock it. Exhale, reach forward, bring your left hand to the left shin, right hand to the hip. Twist the belly button open, stack both shoulders directly over the bottom leg. Neck is in line with the spine. Stay there or engage the core a little bit more a lot more by bringing the left hand inside. If that feels good, float the top arm up. A little smile. Breathe. Affirmation. I trust my path. You can look down or sideways or up here. This is Trikonasana. Triangle pose. Ground down into the base of the front big toe. Inhale, rise up. Let's do side stretch. Exhale, left arm up and overhead. Come back to your warrior two as you inhale. Exhale, both hands on either side of the left foot, downward facing dog. Vinyasa. Inhale, come forward. Now, if you're starting to get tired, definitely lower the knees. Exhale, lower down. It's better to have good form. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, back bend. Back bend of choice. Exhale, lower down. Curl the toes under. Come on, you got this. Lift the belly first. Inhale, push up nice and strong. Exhale, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Say it with me if you want to. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good. Stay there or take a break or a resting pose. Just stay focused. Stay with your intention. Stay present. Couple cleansing breaths, perhaps. If you're not in down dog, meet us in down dog. Walk your feet in a couple inches, big toes touch, bend your knees. Inhale, look forward. At the end of the exhale, walk or lightly hop to the front of the mat. Come into your mountain pose feet. Inhale, monkey pose, lengthen. Exhale, fold over the legs. Push into the feet. Look out in front of you. Inhale, rise up, circle the arms out to the sides, overhead, palms touch. Exhale, draw the energy down and into the heart. Breathe. You can close your eyes, just get centered and grounded before we move into our balancing portion. I trust my path. I trust whatever it is that brought me to this class today, right? That led me to do this practice with me, Crystal. All right, so from here, let's bring the hands onto the hips. Have a strong base in your right foot. Lift the toes, spread them apart, grip them down. From here, find your gazing point. You might watch me first, but then you want to find a gazing point either on the floor or the wall, somewhere to stare, and then slowly draw your left knee in towards your chest. You can hold on to the shin or behind the thigh, wherever it feels good. I like to keep the foot active here, meaning you're pushing through the heel and the ball of the foot. Try not to round the back, lift the chest, pull the shoulders back, and breathe. Again, little smile. Let's release that dopamine. I don't know about you, but I like to use my yoga practice to make me feel better and to make me feel good. So I really love to start my day with it. It makes me make better choices throughout the day. Now, of course, you can take a break whenever you like. From here, grab the outside edge of the foot. Stand up tall again. Stay here or Extend the leg out. Now you might not straighten it, that's okay. Reaching your foot towards me. Try to keep your standing leg straight but not locked. So squeeze the quad, draw the shoulders back. Regardless, it doesn't matter if you straighten the leg or not, okay? You should be feeling some sensation here in the hamstring. Bend the knee and slowly release. Good job. Walk it out. So if you fell out of that or if it was really challenging today, that's okay. No big deal. Just laugh it off. Let's make it fun, right? Why do we have to take it so seriously? Strong base in the left foot. Lift the toes, spread them apart, grip them down. Find your gazing point. Start to draw your right knee in towards your chest. Wherever that feels good for you, foot is active. Holding onto the shin or behind the thigh. Come back to your breath. Plug the shoulders in. So I love to definitely honor the yogic traditions, but I also like to have fun, right? Especially now, I think we can get stuck in taking things so seriously and get stuck kind of in a lower vibe. So let's smile, let's have fun, let's laugh, right? Okay, so from here, if you want to take it further, grab the outside edge of the foot so the knee kind of turns out. Stay there if you like, lift the chest, plug the shoulders in, or extend the legs out in front of you. Be nice to yourself, no negative self-talk. I know that can be challenging. Good. And release, walk it out. Whew. All right, you ready to slow it down? Come out towards the front of the mat. We have to do both, right? So instead of just doing only, really powerful active stuff, we want to make sure that we balance it. We bring both ends, or we balance both sides. Both ends of the spectrum. Just breathing here in mountain. Nice cleansing breath. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come halfway up to your monkey pose. And then exhale, just step back into a downward facing dog. Final downward facing dog. Breathe, roll the shoulders away from each other, roll the forearms in. Slow down the breath. Cleansing breaths are fine. Good. And then come down to the hands and knees, swing the feet around. And then bring the soles of the feet together to touch for bound angle Badaknasana. Pull the booty back. So you're kind of pulling the flesh away from the sitting bones. This one, the tendency is for the pelvis to tuck under. So hold on to the shins and just hold on to the shins. Pull the pelvis and the chest forward so that you're right on top of the sitting bones. You can either stay like this or you can start to tip the pelvis forward more, maybe even pushing the legs down a little bit with the elbows. Keep drawing the chest forward as you tip your pelvis forward. Breathe here. Tuck the chin slightly. And let's start to slow down the breath even more. So see if you can inhale to 4 or 5 and then exhale to 5, 6, or 7. So now letting the exhales be longer than the inhales, but not shortening the inhales. You can close your eyes if that feels good. Come back to your affirmation. I trust my path. Then you can round into it if that would feel good for you. It's definitely a different stretch. Then slowly come up. Extend both legs out in front. Coming into Dandasana, seated staff. So pull the flesh away from the sitting bones, sitting up nice and tall. Feet are active, meaning pushing through the heels and the balls of the feet. Knees are pointing up, toes pointing up. Stay there or start to tip the pelvis forward. Now, if you tip the pelvis forward and then your back rounds, just bend the knees a little bit, okay? That'll help you to tip more and keep the spine nice and long. Think about drawing the chest forward and the shoulders back. Keep your chin tucked slightly. Breathe. Tuck the chin just to bring the neck into neutral. Close your eyes if that would feel good. I'll let you round into it at the end, but for now, keep drawing the chest towards the big toes. Good, and then round into it if you like. Slowly come up. And then very gently lay all the way down onto your back into our final resting pose, Savasana. All right, so laying back, bringing your feet as wide as your mat, letting the feet fall out or in wherever they naturally want to fall. Arms are by the sides, hands a little bit wider than the mat if that feels okay, palms facing up. Good, bringing your neck into neutral. Closing your eyes if that feels safe for you. Taking a couple cleansing sighs. I know you might feel silly, but the louder and the sillier and crazier you feel, I promise, the better it feels. So deep breath in. I feel like that wasn't crazy enough. Do another one. Good. And then just let go of control of the breath. Let the back of the body get heavier and heavier. Just letting go of any tension, any tightness that could be hanging on. Using this part of the practice to let everything that you just did over these last 30 minutes or so really sink in on all levels, body, mind, and spirit, so everything can assimilate, so that you can get the most from your practice. Good. Letting more and more tension just melt away with every breath. Expanding on your inhales and softening, letting go on the exhales. Just let yourself drift off. We'll be here for just a couple minutes. Just letting everything go. If a thought comes into your mind, acknowledge it and just let it go. Beautiful. Start deepening your breath. Letting the ribs expand in every direction as you inhale. Softening, letting go as you exhale. Repeat your affirmation again in your mind. I trust my path. Start to bring some movement back into your fingers and toes, your wrists and ankles by moving your hands and feet in circles. If it would feel good, you could do a full body stretch, reach your arms overhead. So reaching your fingers towards the wall behind you and your heels in the opposite direction. Maybe even arch your back a little bit. Start to bend your knees, placing your feet on the ground. And roll onto your right hand side using your right arm for a pillow. Using the strength of your arms, slowly push yourself up to a seated pose. You can cross your legs. Bringing your hands open on the knees, palms facing up. Relax the shoulders away from the ears, chin parallel to the ground, eyes closed, slight smile or big smile. Come back to your breath. Notice how you're feeling now at the end of your practice. Circle your hands together in front of your heart into prayer, Anjali Mudra, letting your thumbs gently touch your heart center. Thank yourself for doing this practice today, for committing to you and your path, for having faith and trusting in the process, and for showing up for you. Let's close our time together with one Om. Take a deep breath in. Bow your head, bring your thumbs from your heart center up to your third eye ceiling in your practice, acknowledging the energy that's within you, around you, connects us all together and never goes away. That energy within me acknowledges the energy within you, and I thank you so very much for letting me guide you through this practice today. Namaste.